Good day everyone. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Marion, but you can call me Marcy. This video is for learning purposes only, so please like, share and subscribe. Now, let's get on with the video. Communication is a process of exchanging thoughts, ideas, and opinions in order to connect with other people. Its goal is to achieve a clear and effective understanding resulting to good relationships in the community. However, there are times when this goal is not reached due to certain factors. When this happens, there is communication breakdown. Communication breakdown results when the intended message of the sender is not understood exactly by the receiver. Communication breakdown, as defined by Emily Rogers in her online article, is a failure to exchange information, resulting in a lack of communication. Barriers to communication are present. Recognizing the barriers or obstacles to effective communication is important in order to avoid communication breakdown. Rogers 2017 presented key communication barriers that cause communication breakdowns, which involves lost in translation, the attention span of an ad, too much information, and under pressure. Now, let me introduce to you the barriers to communication. This contains the language barriers, psychological barriers, physiological barriers, physical barriers, attitudinal barriers. Using generalizations and stereotypes. Jumping to an immediate conclusion. Dysfunctional feedbacks. And lastly, lacking the confidence. There are 5 ways to resolve a communication breakdown. These are simple things to do to ensure communication is never a problem. 1. Observe. Take the time to observe how each member of your team works. Talk to them in regular one-to-ones and discuss how best they like to receive information relating to their job role, and then how they feel they can best use this information for others. 2. Options. Whether giving your team another computer-based tool, introducing more huddles and meetings, encouraging them to pick up the phone more, or urging them to physically walk around to a person's desk. Giving them communicative options will help them feel less trapped in the restrictive vices of the email world. 3. Sharing is caring. Updates. Site-wide updates are vital for keeping everyone in the know. This is within reason. Don't rely on email for this. Meeting and discussion with the team are important. Your team members deserve transparency. 4. Practice makes perfect. Providing consistent training sessions on how and why we communicate, the best way to write an email. Communicating with everyone or with the whole class or team, and how to get feedback in the most effective way will lift communication breakdowns the more you do them. Training are also a great way to bring groups class together who may not already be in direct contact with each other, building morale through one shared goal. 5. One team, one dream. If you resolve a communication breakdown and teach your team the value of communication, the benefits abound. Good communication builds a strong team that people want to engage in. It streamlines work processes, it equips individuals with the tools to take on anything that's thrown at them, and ultimately makes whatever you are doing a success.
You so precious when you smile. Yeah. Hit it from the back and drive you wild. Yeah. Girl, I lose myself up in those eyes. I just had to let you know you're mine.
Those mentioned earlier are generally found in the following strategies in communication on how to overcome barriers. 1. Active listening. Active listening is a skill that can be acquired and improved with practice. However, this skill can be difficult to achieve and will, therefore, take time and delay. Active listening means actively listening or fully focusing on what is being said rather than just hearing the message of the speaker. Active listening involves listening with all senses. There are both verbal and nonverbal indicators that convey active listening. Nonverbal signs include smiling, if appropriate, making eye contact, nodding at appropriate times, and avoiding interruptions. These nonverbal cues relay the message that you are interested in what the speaker has to say and that your attention is fully invested. Giving verbal signs of active listening can also be meaningful. Paraphrasing involves looking for slightly different terms to repeat the main idea of the speaker and is also a great way to show active listening. 2. Use common language. It is important to consider the audience that you are speaking to and use language that can easily understood. Avoid using unfamiliar terminology or jargon when speaking to clients and their families. An important tool to use when speaking is to stop occasionally and ask questions to ensure that your message is being understood as intended. 3. Give constructive response. While the response that you give the sender may occasionally be negative, it is important that it be constructive in nature. The goal of the feedback should be to further the abilities of the speaker. This will bond the interpersonal relationship and enhance future communications. 4. Focus on the issue, not the speaker. Try not to take all personally, and similarly, express your own wants and opinions in terms of the job at hand. Solve problems rather than attempt to manipulate others. 5. Be genuine rather than control. Be yourself, openly and honestly. Be honest with yourself, and center on working well with the persons around you and acting with integrity. 6. Empathize rather than remain alone. Although professional relationships entail some borders when it comes to interaction with colleagues, it is important to show sensitivity and to really care about the people you work with. If you don't care about them, it will be difficult for them to care about you when it comes to being together. 7. Be patient towards others. Allow for other points of view, and be liberated to other ways of doing things. Diversity affects creativity and innovation. 8. You have to promote yourself and your own experiences. Be strong about your own rights and needs. Undervaluing yourself motivates others to undervalue you, too. As a learner and an aspiring effective communicator and one who would want to avoid communication breakdown, you need to look closely into the 7 C's of effective communication presented by Professors Broom, Cutlip and Senator 2012 in their book titled Effective Public Relations. These are the 7 C's of effective communication. 1. Completeness. 2. Conciseness. 3. Consideration. 4. Concreteness. 5. Courtesy. 6. Clearness. And lastly, correctness. So, I hope this video helped you learn about communication, its barriers, and how to resolve a broken communication. If you have any questions related to this topic, feel free to comment down below and share your understandings to others. Be a great example to everyone and be makers of communication, not breakers. Good day to all. Make sure to stream Myla and Dinga by Mamamoo.